These stones stand silent today, but they were not always this quiet.
To a child, they are just stones. But to those who remember, they are something more.
Ajja, who built all this?
These are not just stones, my child. This is our history.
Every stone here remembers a time of courage.
The river watched kings rise and empires fall. But one story changed everything. This is the story of two brothers, Hakka and Bukka, and the rise of the Vijayanagara Empire. Chapter 1. The Fall of Kampili.
In the early 14th century, the kingdom of Kampili collapsed under invasion. From the north, the armies of the Delhi Sultanate marched south. War left behind nothing but ruins and fear. Kampili was erased by fire.
The people lost not only their kingdom, but their hope.
The kingdom of Kampili had fallen.
From the ruins of Kampili, the people moved south, not in surrender, but in search of ground where resistance could breathe.
Among the captives were two brothers from this land. The elder brother, Hakka
And his younger brother, Bukka Raya.
Hakka and Bukka were captured far from their home. They were taken on a long journey, away from the land they loved.
At last, they reached Delhi, a world completely different from theirs.
Chapter 2. In the shadow of Delhi. In Delhi, the brothers lived inside a powerful empire. They watched how laws were written and how land was controlled. They saw how trade made an empire rich. They saw armies built on discipline, not chaos. They learned how wealth was gathered and managed. They understood the power of strong walls and planned defense.
They learned many things, but they never felt at home.
One day, they knew they would use this knowledge for their own land.
Their hearts remained with the Tungabhadra. Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq sent the brothers south to look into the affairs of the Deccan. They left Delhi as officers of the Sultanate. The journey took them far from the Sultan's direct reach. The journey back was long and filled with uncertainty. At last, Kampili Deccan region appeared before them. After many years, the brothers came back to a land broken by war.
They had returned home, but nothing was the same. The temples were silent. No bells, no prayers.
Faith was hurt, but it was still alive.
The people watched quietly, afraid to hope again. The land was waiting for someone to stand up again. The brothers began managing land, people, and security. In the Deccan, Delhi's control was weak and uncertain. The brothers walked along the banks of the Tungabhadra, searching for direction. Here, beside the sacred river, they met Vijayanagara. He stood on the riverbank, calm, firm, and clear. He pointed toward Anegundi. The brothers looked on. They stood by the river. The moment was clear. From this moment, the path toward an independent kingdom slowly began. Over time, authority shifted into local hands. Chapter 3: Rise of Anegundi. The brothers walked back toward Anegundi. Walls were repaired, fields were restored, life slowly returned. Stone by stone, the land began to take shape. People from nearby areas gathered at Anegundi. They did not rule by force. They negotiated with local leaders and won the trust of the people. They organized farms, defenses, and records, turning goodwill into lasting order. Temples were restored and rituals returned. Faith slowly came back to the people.
Lamps were lit again, one by one.
From Anegundi, the path crossed the river toward Hampi. Here, by the river and the hills, a long story began. Why did the Vijayanagara Empire move from Anegundi to Hampi? How did rocks, hills, and the river make Hampi safe? How did people live a safe and happy life in Hampi? How did Vijayanagara become one of the richest empires?
How did such a powerful and rich empire finally fall?
All these questions will be answered in the next part. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment your experience and follow us on Instagram.